Hi everyone, this is Boris. Welcome to Sketchman Draws. So if this is your first time watching this channel, you can follow my content on sketchmanboris.com. You can follow me on Instagram, sketchman_Boris. I also do comic strips at Comics by Boris. And of course, please consider subscribing to this channel if you and share it with your friends if they are interested. So today I'm going to talk about how to draw people in sitting positions, and the basics for this have been covered already for the video I did on how to draw people standing. So I'll put the link to that video on the top right corner of this video, so you can go check that out if you want. But basically it's all about just capturing the structure of the anatomy of the human body through simple stick figures. Basically we went from a skeleton, which is like the most common thing pattern kind of we can find from all people, and here I just wanted to draw a quick sketch of what that means, which is like, for example, when I'm drawing the head, I'm picturing sort of an egg and the stick for the neck. I draw 2 points for the shoulders and then connect them for the, and then the one line for the torso, and I draw these lines for the arm and forearm, and the hand of course that I'll put later. And almost parallel to the, especially when you're standing, parallel to the shoulder bones, or that stick I drew for shoulders, I drew the pelvic bone, and then from the pelvic bone I draw the legs. And of course those points indicate the joints of, for example, knees, elbows, ankles and wrists and so on. So now we're going to draw like sitting. So yeah, just a quick thing about chairs. If you think about, the chairs are actually cubes, and I think I've talked about this in one of my previous videos. So if you can draw cubes, you can draw chairs in whatever angle you want. And if you can't draw cubes, practice that, because I think it's very important to learn 3D shapes if you want to draw characters and stories and so on. So the easy way is to draw a square, another square on the back, and then connect them. And of course that could be, and you just add this part where you lean, and there you have the chair. So try to practice that if you can't. So we're going to draw chairs and people sitting. So the first and the easy way to start is to draw someone in profile. So and I'm going to do two versions of this. One version where the person is sitting up straight, and another version where the person is going to be leaning forward. So I'm going to start with, instead of the head, I'm going to start with the pelvic bone, because we know where the pelvic bone will be. It will be like on the chair, right? Like, and then we can go from there to the shoulder area. So because this person is sitting straight, of course the backbone is straight. And from that pelvic bone we bring in the thigh and the rest of the leg with the feet. Okay. At first I put the leg a little bit, the feet a little bit elevated, especially at the heel area, but then I think I'll change that. I'll just put it, because I'll put the foot on the floor. And let's imagine that this person is sitting up straight and maybe meditating. So and actually that's why I say it's important to understand the structure of the chair, because it can help you also draw the person's posture. So again, we sort of reverse engineered from that pelvic bone, and so of course we will see both arms. So and yeah, that there you have it. You have someone sitting. Now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to draw the person at an angle. So I'll just move this aside. So same, I'm going to start with the chair. And because he's leaning forward, the backbone will be at an angle, right? So the head, which means the head will be there and the neck there, Again, I'm just doing the same thing I did, except for I'm just changing the position of the backbone, and shoulder will be there. And you know, like you can sort of thumbnail things like this for your story or for your storyboard. Like for example, here it looks like he's leaning forward to whisper something to someone who's sitting in the row in front of him. And so you can check out, like again, I like to remind you that check out the video on standing that I've mentioned earlier in the video, if you want to get a good sense of how we break down the anatomy in this simple shape. So like I said, drawing cube is very important. So try to draw cubes in different angles, because if you want to draw someone from different angle, if you're sketching people at a cafe or something like that, you need to be able to figure out, like, okay, by the way they're sitting, how is the chair angle? And so we started with the profile because, like I said, that will be the simple one. So we're here going at an angle, and same here, like the chair, the angle of the chair is actually helping me with the angle of the legs, and the same thing with the backbone. So here I'm doing like someone sitting straight. So, and for those if you're thinking about proportions, I've done a video on proportions. You can also check that out on my channel. But for the moment, don't focus on the proportion. Like this video is focused on capturing the gesture, the posture of someone. So for example, here if I do this, it will look like the person is looking slightly down, because that oval is inclined downward. Now if I want to make him look up, I just need to change the position of the oval, or the egg that represents the head, and you see, like simple as that, and it looks like he's looking up. And again, play with this model of stick figures, like try to like sort of move this around and try to break pictures or comics or like cartoons that you see with using this stick figure. I'll do another video on walking, of course, just to finish sort of this trilogy of postures, and I'll talk about how to adapt the proportions to different characters. So here actually this is just a short point, because I noticed that like for some people that might be difficult, that angle where the thigh is. So what you can do is like just observe, like if you have a pen or a pencil in your hand, just move it towards you and see how it takes shape, and practice that, draw that. Especially at this stick form, it should not be that difficult, and that's the point, like to go past the details and draw in a simple way, and sort of and allow yourself to draw whatever you want, right, in whatever position. So here I'm just again taking these pictures because I think pictures are the closest things to reality that we want to draw from. So I'm breaking down like I did with the video on standing, which is like the head, the joints, and like for example, by the way she's sitting, I know that her backbone is a little bit maybe curved like that, so her pelvic bone will be there, and from there we see the legs coming out. Again, like I think I mentioned it in a video, previous video, which is like the common mistake that beginners make is that they try to draw what is actually there. Don't do that. Draw what you see, and that's very important, because that way you can actually simplify the process for yourself. So now I'm going to do the same thing, but then without the picture, and I'm going to draw it on the side. So here I'm using a software called Clip Studio Paint, which used to be called Manga Studio. And if you don't have a tablet, of course, where you can draw over pictures, you can print the pictures. Or if you don't have a printer, do the old school way, which is put the picture on the screen, take a piece of paper, like a printer paper that is not too thick so you can see through, put it on the screen and draw over it. Like as simple as that, like a light box kind of thing. So again, I'm just trying to, and actually most of it is capturing the head. I mean, I don't want to simplify that way, but like if you capture the structure, like I think you would you could sell the movement, you could sell the pose, the gesture that you're trying to accomplish. And of course, a lot of it is observation, a lot of it is practice, so keep practicing. Again, this is the reason why I make these videos. Like, I also make tutorials, but I make these videos because so that people can go over again and then play this video over and over and draw along and practice. If you want to see me draw any specific characters, or if you want me to do any specific tutorials, please leave them in the comment section below. If you have any questions, you can also leave them in the comments. I'll try to answer them. So the next logical step, which is like the reason why we do this, is because we want to draw the person, right? So here I'm just showing you the outline, just like I did with the previous video on how to draw people standing. I'm just like going through the structure that I've drawn, so that structure is definitely helping me, and that's basically the bone of my drawing. And now I'm just going over putting the details, which is like the flesh, the clothing, and the folds and so on. And draw it. Like, I think it's like, I know that a lot of people you like watching tutorials. I love watching tutorials too, but at some point you have to start drawing, because you have to figure out what are your like lack of knowledge, like where are the holes in your knowledge when it comes to drawing. So, and you're not going to find that out if you don't draw. So draw, figure out like what is missing, what you don't feel comfortable drawing, make a list. Like, go over the list. Like, for example, let's say you are able to draw hands, but maybe you're not comfortable drawing feet. So okay, so then 1 week just focus on drawing feet. Like, just look at feet from different angle and then try to draw that. So, and work from there. So again, all the pictures I'm using are from Pinterest, and the link for the wall that I've created is in the link of this video. And actually, I put that link in every video that I do, tutorial video that I do. So if you want to like just look at the picture and practice it on your own, you can also do that. So same thing, like the oval for the head, the dots for the joints, and like the shoulder, the arm, and again keeping in mind and sometimes, you know, I sort of jump ahead too much, because I'm so excited to capture the full body in a really great way, I mean really quick way, that sometimes I have to slow down. And this is, by the way, in real time, because I think I've mentioned it, actually I've made this decision quite recently, because I feel like if I speed draw too much, I feel like people can't learn a lot of things. So I try to keep like my videos like in real time, and so that you get a real sense of like each of the strokes that I'm doing to accomplish this drawing. So yeah, just basically what I wanted to cover today, and so thank you for watching, and please like, share and subscribe, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. This is Boris for Sketchman Draws signing off.